Hey there, YouDoers. Today I want to talk about home internet. In particular, I want to talk about T-Mobile's home internet. So I currently have another service, and I'm not unsatisfied with it. I pay about $60, $70 a month, and I'm pretty happy with the service I get and the speeds I'm getting. However, I've always noticed that T-Mobile has home internet service, and I tried it about a year ago, and I didn't keep it because I have trouble getting a signal on my second floor because we live in an older home and we have very thick walls. So I decided to keep what I currently have. But I've noticed that T-Mobile has other levels of their internet. Maybe they had it before, I just didn't notice. But so I looked into it some more, and I noticed they have actually 3 levels of their home internet. And the first level is Rely, which is what I tried last time, I believe. It's their basic service, but it comes with a 5G gateway. And then the other 2 are Amplified and All-In. And the Amplified and All-In come with a premium 5G gateway, which is slightly faster speeds, especially on the downloading speeds. So on those speeds, the downloading speeds of the Rely is between 87 and 318 megabytes per second. And the upload is 14 to 56 megabytes per second, with a latency of 18 to 36 milliseconds. What latency is the time it takes from when the signal is sent and then it's received and is sent back. That's the latency, and that's important, to how fast things are responding, especially if you have a business. And my understanding is anything below 50 is considered good. Now the Amplified and the All-In, which comes with this premium gateway, the download speeds are slightly better. So again, the Rely was at 87 to 318. The Amplified and All-In with the premium gateway is 133 to 415 megabytes per second. And the upload is 12 to 55, which is kind of similar to the other gateway, the Rely, standard gateway. And then the latency is slightly better, 16 to 28 milliseconds. So why did I go with the upgrade version? Again, I told you that I had trouble getting a signal upstairs. And so the Amplify and All-In have the same type of gateway, the premium gateway. However, the All-In comes with this mesh unit, which is an access point, which essentially resends the signal. So extends it's sort of like an extender that extends the range of the signal. So if you have a big home in terms of square footage, or if you have thick walls like I do, this may help you. So in terms of pricing, if you're already, so I'm going to talk to you about pricing if you're already a customer of a T-Mobile, a cell phone, mobile phone customer. They give you $15 off each plan, plus you can get $5 off for having a direct bill, direct payment from your bank account or debit card. So it's a total of $20. So using that, including that discount, the Rely is $35 a month, and then the Amplified, which you get this premium gateway, is $45 a month, and the All-In is, which also you get this access point, this mesh device, is $55 a month. So what I like about the All-In though is that you also get Hulu with ads and Paramount Plus Essential with that in addition. And so I looked at that, I calculated, the additional cost that would cost, and maybe I think it was probably about, a total of $18 or something. So I'm thinking, I want the access point, I want the extender, and I'd like to have Hulu with ads and Paramount Plus. And this is not a 6-month thing, it's while you have the service. So I was pretty excited about that, so I decided to go with it. And in addition, I think with the Amplify and All-In, I think they have a promotion, so I gotta fill that out. I think you get a $300 gift card, which is pretty cool. And also there's an additional code, I think, for all 3. I think it's Spring 20 when you're checking out. You get $20, I think, as a credit in one of your future bills. So these are things I noticed that you could get. But the $300 Visa gift card, I think, only applies to Amplified and All In. So it's easy to set up. You just basically turn it on. There's a QR code that comes with comes with the instructions. But that pretty much takes you to a page that tells you to download the T-Life app. The T-Life app is basically an app where you can manage your accounts and also manage your gateways right there. So you can manage your gateways on your phone. You can get promotions and things like that. Check your account, your regular mobile account. But you use that to help set this up, right? And so when you're doing the setup, it's pretty easy. I'm not going to go too much in detail, but it will allow you to, as you set up your Wi-Fi, get connected, you have an admin code to use. And you can also change your Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password to whatever you want, just like most other, internet providers let you do. You have a gateway, access point, and the access point will ask you that, and it's easy setup for that. It'll just ask you what it is, ask you to scan the back, and then that will set it up in the background. Okay, so let's do a little bit of some speed tests. So I'm going to go to a website that allows you speed tests. I think it's called speakeasy.net. Okay, so I'm going to connect first to my current home internet provider. I'll call it my current home internet provider. So I'm going to connect using my phone first, and I'm going to run the speed test, and I'll let you see how that goes. So let's see. There we go. Here's the speed test. So this is my current one, and it's been good enough. I don't do gaming and things like that. So, it works with my Amazon Fire Stick and works with surfing the internet, etc. So let's see here. It's blanking out on me. So as you can see, the upload is like 39.3, and the download looks like, let's see, 39.3 and 19.65 for the upload speed, and a latency of 44 milliseconds. And that can change throughout the day, but all of them can change throughout the day. I guess traffic can affect that, but that's what I'm getting right now. So like I said before, the Rely has a latency of 18 to 36, a download of 87 to 318, an upload of 14 to 56. So that's what I'm getting. So the Rely right there is much better than this. So now than what I currently have. So now I'm going to switch my Wi-Fi to this thing right here. So I'm going to now switch to my T-Mobile Wi-Fi, again the 5G premium gateway, and let's see how that goes. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit test again, and I'm going to start. So let's see what that does. All right, so I had a download speed of 278.95 and an upload of 18.81, and then a latency of 19 milliseconds. So that you can tell the download is tremendously different between my current service and what I'm getting here. And again, I don't notice much of a difference. I don't have a problem with my speed right now, but this is significantly faster, and it will change throughout the day. But as you can see, the T-Mobile is pretty fast for home internet. So I'm pretty pleased with it, and I'm pretty happy with this. And with the mesh point, the access point, it'll really make it better when I'm upstairs working. I don't know if you could get your own mesh point. I'm guessing you probably could, but this is a pretty nice one, so I'm pretty happy with it. This came in basically, I called last week, probably like Thursday or Friday, probably Friday, and it's Monday today and I already got it. So it takes like 15 minutes to set it up or less, and you basically turn it on and you connect your phone to it. You connect your phone to it and you set up the admin so you can administer it, set up the gateway, the mesh access point, and you're done. So I hope this helps you decide, if you're interested in T-Mobile's home internet. I'm just a T-Mobile customer and a YouDoer. I just wanted to share with you what I've learned and my experience so far with this. This is obviously going to help me as a YouDoer get things done. So, YouDoers, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have experience with this, please leave them in the comments. Let's keep getting things done, YouDoer. Have a great week.